Hey guys, I have decided to make a video on this because my thoughts are a little and if I ramble a bit, I apologize, but I'll try to keep it concise. Question number one, why do you think this belief of the usefulness of learning styles based on instruction persists in the face of compiled evidence? Uh, because I think it's true. And I think that those of us who firmly believe it need to compile evidence in the other way. Does this mean that I disagree with evidence-based instruction? No. I think there is a lot to be said, especially for the evidence-based direct instruction model. But to completely say that there is no learning styles is just asinine, and there is no way. I have witnessed it. I've not compiled evidence against it, but I have witnessed the fact that one kid might pick up from something some way, where another kid's going to pick up from it another way, and that's just the fact of life. I went to a differentiated instruction conference once, and one of the classes, one of the key classes that I went to, the title of it was "Every Student Deserves an IEP." And that thought, that just, it blew my mind. If it were possible, if it were feasible to give every student an individualized education plan, that would be 100% the most efficient way to teach. Every single kid is going to learn things quicker or slower than another, and they're going to learn things different ways. And that's just, I mean, the article was what it was, but I can't seem to get past the thought that I have witnessed different ways of learning. Now, let's just take a typical math instruction model. Okay, I'm going to give a self-start. They're going to come in. We're going to go over that self-start so they learn from it. I'm then going to write the title of the lesson on the board, and I'm going to write the objective for the lesson on the board. So let's say we're learning about unit rates. Student will be able to convert a ratio into a unit rate, or whatever the objective ends up being. And then I'm going to give a direct instruction model. But within that direct instruction model, I am going to teach 3 or 4 different ways to work that problem. And this is solely because one kid might grasp one way where another kid might grasp another way. It's just true. It happens. It's how it is. I don't know how they have compiled evidence against it, but I've witnessed it. So I don't know how much this is going to influence my instruction, because yes, there is a place for evidence-based work, but there is also a place for individualizing the learning of every student. I think there's room enough for both ways in teaching. I will continue to use my evidence-based instruction, but I'm also going to continue to know my students. A standardized test and a standardized instruction does not know my students like I know my students. It is for this reason that I don't think we're ever going to be able to mechanize teachers. We are a very crucial role. That relationship is a very crucial role, and knowing those students is a very crucial part of education. Every single student is different, and therefore one way might work for one way might work for another. Evidence or not, I've witnessed it to be true, and I'm still going to use my evidence-based instruction, but I'm not going to stop knowing and understanding my students.